Hey, what's up YouTube? Fitness Adaptations here. Watch the entire video because even though it might be bouncing a little bit from here to there, if you have a FitBit Charge 4, it's because you want to change your fitness, right? You want to get better, you want to get healthier. Hey, before we go any further, do me a favor. Subscribe, turn on your alerts, and please share this video. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go.
77 minutes of work.
What I want to talk about today is about the features of the FitBit Charge 4. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into what settings I believe you need based on experience. We're going to start all the way from the beginning, from when you turn on your Fitbit and it syncs with your phone, takes you through the installation process. I've had a Fitbit Charge 3 for years, and the Charge 4 is slightly different. Today I am actually going to experience my first workout with the Charge 4. After a month, I'm going to look at the data and I'm going to compare it to the Charge 3, to the previous data that I used to have, so I can share with you guys my experience. Number one, the first thing we're going to go through is the installation process. You're going through the installation process, it talks about the features, so I kind of like interject and I tell you what I think about some of the features that it recommends and etc. I'm going to talk about the settings in terms of like working out and counting your steps. I'm gonna take you through that, and then I'm gonna give you some examples of how I use the Fitbit in my life, even though I got some videos already for that. On the description below, I'll be putting those videos, and I'm also gonna put the link to get yourself a strap with the protective cover. What's up YouTube family? Fitness Adaptations here. Check this out. I already made a video about the Charge 4, what I thought about it in comparison to Charge 3, because that's what I've been wearing for the past 2 years. And finally, I got my Charge 4. So I bought two. I bought one for me, one for my mom. And I'm telling you, I love the Charge. I love the Charge 4. I love the Charge 3. The difference between the Charge 3 and the Charge 4 is the GPS capability. I believe it has like a payment option that you can just, take a quick pay. And honestly though, when it comes to health and fitness, the Charge 4 by far is the best fitness tracker that I've ever had. It's very accurate with the calories. At least for me, it's been very accurate. It tells me exactly how many calories are burned. Then I sync it with MyFitnessPal. There, I follow a consistent pattern, a consistent deficit with the numbers that I've input into MyFitnessPal. And of course, this tells me how many calories I burn, and it tells me whether I'm losing body fat or not. And to this day, it's been on the money. You guys can see, like, I'm not at my best condition right now, but you can see how lean I am, right? When I move my arm and things like that, you can see just the muscles moving around, and it's not by accident. I've been lean now for almost 5 years, and I just saw a post on Instagram that I'm gonna reshare, I'm gonna repost. 5 years ago, I mean, you can see like the veins on my abs, on my chest. And even though I'm not as lean as I was back then, right now, I'm very close right now. I don't have, if I wanted to compete in a bodybuilding show, I can probably get ready in about maybe 4 to 8 weeks and easy, like nothing extreme, nothing aggressive, because I've slowly been dropping my body fat, and the fitness, my Fitbit has been critical to my success. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I am going to unpack my Charge 4 because I am excited, right? So it has like a little thing right here, right, that you pull up so you can take off the tape. That's an ingenious idea right there. Take it out. And here it is, the Charge 4. And so what I have a customized strap, and what I do is that what it does, it's like it protects your phone, like those phone covers. This is like a Fitbit cover. I protect the chip on my Fitbit with this. So instead of using the traditional strap that comes with the Charge 4, I use this one that has a protective covering. So what we do is we take it off, press the little button, it comes out, press the other one, comes off, and what you do, facing this way. And once I put it in here, right, you see it's protected. So it's a casing to protect the chip. I'll put the link on the description below this video so you can buy it on Amazon. And it extended the life of my Charge 3 by I don't know how many months. I do a lot of kettlebells, so if you subscribe to my channel and you do a live kettlebell workout with me, you understand that when you do kettlebells, right, the weights, the kettlebell hits the top of the wrist. And so sometimes I forget. So what I usually do is when I'm gonna work out, or for the most part during the day, unless I'm typing, then I will have this facing up, right? But when I'm gonna work out, or in more common than not, I turn it around. So it's always, see this one, same thing, right? Both of them. I always have them facing down, right, upside down, so that when the kettlebells hit or whatever, a dumbbell, if you're a competitive athlete, if you're lifting a lot of weights and you're doing a lot of things, it's better to put it on the bottom. It's just better. You get hit a lot on the top of the wrist. And so, but then when I type, I put it back on, right? So I can type, but because then it starts hitting the table. But other than that, I have it upside down so that I can prevent any damage from kettlebell hits, dumbbell hits, any type of hit. So do yourself a favor, get yourself an encasing. And then when you want to charge it, you just pop it out, charge it, pop it back in. It's not a lot of work, and it's gonna extend the life of your Fitbit for a long time. Once you run the setup, which Fitbit automatically does, right here it's gonna tell you your Charge 4 is ready. And it tells you all the things that you can do. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you how I'm going to set up my Fitbit. So here you can go through just like the basics of swiping up, swiping to the sides, swiping left, swiping right, so you can choose your workouts depending on what type of workout you're going to do, whether you're hiking, rucking, circuit training, whatever type of workout, you swipe to your left, and then you choose the workout that you're gonna do, and you start. The GPS, if you go for a run, etc. If you go for a run, if you go for a walk, if you go for a hike, the GPS will track where you go, and it's very important because it calculates your stride based on the distance that you travel, how long it takes you to finish. It'll calculate what your stride length is, because you're also taking steps. So when you run, your strides are longer. When you walk, they're shorter. And that's why it's important to choose whether you're walking or running, so you can have an accurate stride length, and your Fitbit will be more accurate when it tells you what distance you've ran, especially when you use a treadmill, and how many calories you burn and things like that. It becomes more exact. You can sync it to your phone. I usually don't, because I don't want to be getting messages or interruptions when I'm working out. So I don't need this feature. So it's up to you if you want it, if you want to use it. I personally will not use it. Swipe, of course, that's what I was saying. Swipe left for settings and for choosing your workout. Again, for care, the most important thing you can do for care, depending on how active you are, if you just run and you just do simple weights and you're not doing any kettlebells or high intensity workouts where you can potentially hit the Fitbit, I would say just use the normal band, the normal strap. When I do kettlebells, I actually turn the Fitbit so that the chip is on the bottom part of my wrist, so that when I do cleans and snatches, the kettlebells don't hit the chip. At the same time, I also have that special strap just in case I forget and just in case it still gets banged up. Allow notification access for Fitbit. Fitbit will be able to read all notifications, including personal information such as contact names and the text message you receive. It will also be able to dismiss notifications or trigger actions they contain. Again, I do not care about notifications, so deny. I don't need this. If you guys want real information regarding nutrition, regarding training, if you want workout programs that you can do from home, just go to my website, trainercarlos.com, and I have guidelines from me, a professional certified trainer, from trial and error, and I set you up so you can have all this information. And it's free. You don't have to pay anything. So today, I used my Fitbit 3 for the last time today for today's workout. So you can see here the workout that was basically my data for today, and the Fitbit, the Charge 4, is going to take over from this point on. When you're using your Fitbit, you can see all these data. The most important ones for me, number one, is my exercises. So I can see, for example, today I worked out at 11:10, and I can see my heart rate. I can see my energy, how much calories I burned, and the impact in terms of my day. The other thing that I use is my logging off my food. I have my Fitbit is synced with MyFitnessPal. So everything I do on MyFitnessPal gets automatically transferred to the Fitbit, and I can see whether I'm over, under, whatever. I have a video on how to sync your Fitbit to MyFitnessPal, and you do it through the MyFitnessPal app, if I'm not mistaken. Check out that video. And I also give a lot of tips, and again, on how I use the Fitbit and MyFitnessPal to set everything up. And if you want to learn how to set up your game plan, your nutrition, and how you should train, check out my website. So if you go to my website, trainercarlos.com, on the home page, there's a video about getting shape fast, and I explain to you how to set everything up. I have my certifications, and I have all these articles here that you can read, how to calculate calories to lose weight, the supplementation, equipment so you can work out with me, the Fitbit Charge review, how to contest prep for bodybuilding, and then if you go over here on the menu, you see nutrition, working out, and exercises. And I have articles and videos explaining the importance of each and how to set yourself up so you can get results as fast as possible. One of the things that I like to set up right away, right? So where it says Fitbit, top left, if you click on that little icon, and then where it says devices, if you click on Charge 4, all right? So you click on that, and then you go to general. So you scroll up a little bit, and you're gonna see exercise shortcuts. So if you click on exercise shortcuts, you can see basically all the activities that you can choose when you're working out. So right now there's run, bike, swim, treadmill, outdoor workout, and walking. I run. I don't bike, so I'm gonna take bike off. So I'm gonna scroll to the left. I don't swim, so I'm gonna go scroll to the left. I definitely use the treadmill. I don't really do outdoor workouts, and for that, I'll just choose workouts. So I'll take that one off. And I do walk. Now, I'm gonna add other exercises so I can see what else is there. So I do interval workouts, but I rather just put workout because it covers a big range of things. If I keep going, I can definitely do circuit training, but let me see. I rather run and walk. Now hiking, I'm gonna consider that rucking. So I'm gonna choose hiking. I'm gonna choose hike for ruck. Now all these other machines, stair climber, elliptical, I'm not gonna choose those because I use them in a circuit training manner. I never really do them by themselves. I definitely do yoga as well. So I'm gonna put yoga, and I can only add 3 of them. So I'm gonna go to charge 4. So here we go. So for me, right, I'm gonna choose between running, the treadmill. Now the treadmill, I wanna have the treadmill because sometimes I run, sometimes I walk, and I when I'm on the treadmill, I put treadmill. When I go run outside, I put run. When I walk, I put walk. When I walk outside, so anything that I do outside, whether it's walking or running, I'll put walk and run. And if I wear a vest, I put hike because I'm gonna go in kind of like a ruck run. So I do have weight, so I have a vest on me, and I'd rather put hike. And that way I can differentiate. When I do my workouts on YouTube Live, even though they're circuit training workouts, they're high intensity, I'd rather just put workout. I also wear a Whoop band, and the Whoop band has a little bit more options. It has weightlifting, it has powerlifting, and I use the Whoop band to look at my strain levels, okay? And of course, and yes, I do yoga in the gym. So yoga for me, it's very important. And just real quick, right? So you guys can see, so I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna just take you, in case you're interested, you're like, what is the Whoop? Just in case you're interested, if the Whoop, right? So with the Whoop, I go to today. Actually, I click on the top left, the three little horizontal lines. I go to strength coach, and the strength coach is where I choose what activity I'm gonna do. So as you can see right now, today was set up as functional fitness. So all my circuit training, I put it as functional fitness. But when I do Olympic lifting, I put weightlifting. When I go hiking, rucking, I put rucking. And then you can see it has a lot more different options of what type of activity you're doing. And the reason they do this is because the Whoop is more focused on strain. So if you can see, it gives you a strain activity. How hard did you work out? So it says that today I had a moderate strain, that it's usually easy to recover. And as you can see, my recovery, if we scroll to the left, my recovery has been great. I have a lot of green days. On Tuesdays and Fridays, I have green days because usually Tuesdays I'm off. Monday I probably wasn't wearing, but it's based on the HRV value. And you can see that I recover pretty well. I'm never in the red. I'm always either in yellow or green. I know that on the green days I can go hard. On the yellows, I go so-so. And then you can see my sleeping patterns. And I haven't been getting enough sleep, which I should. And I will. And this is how I keep myself committed to my fitness, right? It looks like Monday I wasn't wearing it, so it must have been charging. And again, so this is the Whoop. And I have a separate video for Whoop. Check the description below. I always put my review with some details and some advice on how to use the Whoop. So with that said, set up and format your Fitbit, and then you'll be ready to go. Another feature you might want to look into is the reminders to move. So when the reminders to move is on, it says here like every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes you get a reminder that you haven't reached 250 steps. Now, that's very useful to people who rely on getting their steps every single day. In my case, I hit about 3,000 calories burnt every day with just 1 hour of my high intensity workouts. And again, you can join me on YouTube to do these workouts. But just that workout alone usually helps me get to about 3,000 calories, a 3,000 calorie burn day. Me specifically personalized, I don't need a reminder to move. But some of you might. Some of you might need the reminder to move. That's a personal thing. If you need the reminder, right in general, you go to reminders to move, you can turn it on, you can turn it off. So it's up to you.